We're going to do a live review of the FCS Bowl, straight from YouTube, and FCS D1, D1A. A lot of good talent comes out of that level. And what was I going to say? So we're going to do one-on-ones, and I'm just going to give live reactions, all right? So first and foremost, when you're in these types of situations, you're nervous, scouts are watching, all right? You're like a couple plays away from getting drafted, getting picked up, a couple plays away from everything you work for going down the drain. So make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a plan. You're going against guys you haven't seen before, especially day one. And this is day one. Make sure you have a plan, stick to the plan, and then adjust the plan. So right here, we're good. I mean, he could be using a pure step, so a left foot step, or he could just be reacting. So we're good here. But we opened up way too soon. We got to stay flat, all right? And I don't know what the receiver's doing, but when you open up this way, you pretty much guarantee that you're going to get beat to the inside. I mean, you could speed turn, but you guarantee you're going to get beat to the inside. And you're not delaying the release. You're allowing him to go vertical, all right? So you don't want to open the gate here. Yeah, he runs a slant, so you pretty much guarantee for sure that you're going to get beat on the slant. Maybe you can speed turn into something high like a dig, but when you open that soon, you're going to get beat. Let's look over here. He's in the slot, and it looks like he's going to play catch. I recommend this. Some people do it differently. Some people kind of buzz their feet or just move lateral here. But the whole key is that defend this. All right, so we're playing chicken, all right? So somebody needs to move from this hash. It's not going to be us. So he needs to go here and then vertical, or he needs to go wide and vertical. But he's not going to go up this hash and go vertical. Do a good job. He gives us the stem early, so we know he's going there. I would, this is fine. I think he can go flat on this white line because he gave it to us early. He gave us the stem early. And then if he tries to cross our face, we haven't given any ground really, so we can just catch him and then flatten him out this way. But we do a good job here. I just hope we stay lateral so we can catch him. I think this is a good catch. All right, so from here, he's going to run that slot fade, or he's going to run the corner, the out route. I would say like 80% of the route tree for outside or for slots is outside. I mean, he could try to bend it all the way for this post, but I doubt it. Good slice. Good play. Come on, huh? We open too soon. All right, we're opening too soon. We're too high as well. So we open too soon and we're too high on him. But again, it's not like because he went the way we opened, it's we're okay. But one thing you want to think about is how if you're already on top, you want to kind of measure your crossover run. So if he's not trying to burst past you for that fade, we're thinking comeback, stop route, back shoulder fade. So the longer you're on top, the slower you want to be, the more you want to anticipate those three routes. We get the stop, come back, what have you, swipes us off. And again, we're just too high. We want to taper our speed. And of course, don't open up the gate. Unable to get the ball out, but all right, we're going to work over here. I like that they're doing, looks like they're doing two at a time. So linebacker versus running back, receiver versus corner. Oh, let's do this again. It looks like he reaches. Yeah, he's reaching. We get a speed release. And that's why you want to have a plan for your feet, all right? So we're actually, let me see this one again. I got to see his feet. It's hard to see what he does with his feet. All right, so we're kind of buzzing our feet, popping our feet. We go with the stab. We miss. I would say that if you're going to, pop your feet and you get a speed release, I would say move and then try to jam. So if you're popping your feet and then you shoot, you're shooting for where he was. All right. So you're shooting for if he stood right in front of you. So that's good. If you're getting a guy who gets some type of who loves to stutter and or not stutter, but attack vertical, but he goes with a straight speed release. So if we pop our feet, um, we should only shoot if he goes vertical. If he goes anywhere left or right, I think we should be moving first. So we shoot hands, our feet are dead, and then we lunge with our other hand, and we somehow end up here. From here, you just want to run, 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 and pray for this type of route. If I'm the receiver, I'm just putting my hand up and going vertical, but we get bailed out by the route. I don't know if he's going to be too happy about that one. All right, so we get 2 reps, 2 for 1. So we get 1 in the slot. Let's talk about the slot. I get why you want to press, but I would, if I'm going to be pressed like this, I would be outside shade. And then look at this guy. Like, use everything on the field. If you're going to stand right there, I'm outside and I'm taking a step outside and I'm letting you release here because I know you can't go here. You're going to have to go vertical and then bend it across if that's what I'm worried about. But he literally, if he goes inside, he literally has a yard to go inside. You can catch him there. So if I'm him and I'm trying to get this close to him, I'm going to take a outside step with my right foot. I don't know why we lunge. We lunge. So again, in the slot, especially this close, most of the routes are going to go outside. All right. So I don't think there's any reason why we're stepping. I don't think there's any reason why we should be stepping and throwing with inside body parts when, like I said, most of the routes are going outside. Boom. He does a good step back. Probably anticipated it because we're so close. And you can't think the receivers are just dumb enough to just let you do things. All right, so we missed. Let's see how the rest of it finishes. We do a good job of kick sliding and then catching them here, except I would just go with one hand. Let's see what happens. Because if you go with two, as like if you plan to, like everything goes according to plan, and then you're able to get two, cool, go 2-1. But if you already missed, like if you whiffed, just use your feet at that point. Don't try to go for 2 jams, 2 different sets of jams within the first 2 yards. All right, we're still good. Off balance, yeah. Technique, fellas. Technique, technique, technique. We're in the slot here. I like slot stuff, so I'm more, excuse me if I talk about this more than this. So I like slot work. Oh, and he backs off, so I guess it's just the slots right now. Slots and running backs. Let's take a look. So again, look at these guys, right? Use everything to your advantage. I'm stepping with my left foot no matter what he does at the release. As soon as he moves, I'm stepping with my outside foot. That's just me, though. We step with our inside foot. All right, it's not the worst thing in the world because as long as we maintain this angle, this 45-degree angle, kick slide, step replace right here, we should be able to cut him off, at least not allow him to go straight down the field vertical. Because even though technically we didn't open the gate, this is our cutoff angle, because of the positioning, if he's able to get vertical right here, you're going to have to open the gate. Good. All right. I like this. We have good 45 angle. We get 2. I would say that if you're crossing over with 2, you better immediately go 2 for 1 or you're going to be off balance. Good 2 for 1. Good. Good play. Good play down there. I'll give it to him. Take a look at this guy right here. Oh, we got 2 corners. All right. Nah, nothing there. 2 linebackers. All right. We're going to key in on this matchup right here. Let's see how this one goes. And we get a slot here. Actually, we'll try to do both. We'll do both. Good down here. Let me go back a little bit. We do a good job making contact. Let's see what type of footwork we got. We pop our feet forward. Um, you don't want to pop or false step with both feet, but if you do, try to hurry up and get them back. We get them back and we're able to turn. Good hips. Not a lot of people are able to do that. We still get hands on. Good job. Here, close space, back shoulder. So the reason why you want to close space, so like you see how we're on top, right? And when they go outside, when they go outside, um, it's literally stop route, back shoulder, come back, or fade. So the longer you're on top, the more you want to anticipate the stop, the comeback, the back shoulder, and then if you're on top, if you, if you're on top and looking for the ball, and he's close to the sideline, like let's say he stopped fighting vertical, like because it doesn't look like he's fighting vertical anymore. I would look over the back shoulder, so your back shoulder. And then if the ball is high or a normal fade, because you're already on top, all you would have to do is turn your head the other way, and then the ball's yours. Because again, you're already on top. So in the normal fade should be easy to play. But I would always suggest if you're on top, looking over this shoulder, and you can easily whip your head back around like he is now and prevent things like this. Let's go here. It looks good initially. I would just like to be more lateral if we can, especially at the line of scrimmage, because again, even though 45-degree is a good cutoff angle, if he goes wide, it's going to force you to open up. Um, but we didn't force him wide, so that's the key. Make him run in that V, so he can't go vertical within where I'm pointing right now. He can't go vertical here. He's going to have to go vertical outside at the bottom of the numbers or right here. All right. So see how he went vertical at the top of the numbers? Technically, we opened the gate. So that's why you don't want to start off with that 45. You want to go 0, flat, and then cut him off with a 45. So can't let him get vertical. And then we got to track that hip. Let's see. Boom. So because we gave him a free release, he has all his speed. We're in trail. Now we're panicking because we don't want to get the one thing we don't want to get beat on in front of scouts is the deep ball. And that's my suggestion. If you're ever going to a camp, give up. I'm not going to say give up, but like I would say play that fade first. Play that fade first because no one likes the optics of a corner getting beat deep. It shows lack of speed. Just things guys don't want to see. You can coach up eye discipline on the hip, but a lot of coaches just don't want to see guys get beat deep. So when you're going to these showcases, if you're in a 50-50 chance where you're just kind of beat and you don't know what to do. Should I play the hip? Should I do this? Like, just play the fade ball. Play the fade ball. But right here, because we gave him a free release, we're not in control, and now we're reacting to what he's doing. This is good. I'll take that. I'll take that, bro. Like, only thing I will say is that we're motoring a little bit too much. You don't want to motor this far. At some point, you're going to have to slam your feet, anchor down. So you never. I would say the way I was taught at least is you want to motor no more than 3 yards and then anchor down, and you got to draw your line in the sand. We're motoring pretty much 5 yards here. That's just too much. It's routes on air. It's routes on air. All right. So although I'm not mad at giving up a 4-yard route in one-on-ones, and it's technically a double move because it's a whip, but I think if we make contact here, we shut this whole thing down. Those tight ends, man. Those tight ends, it's different. So, like, slot receivers, like speed guys, most of their stuff is outside. But when you get a split out tight end, and I could definitely tell this is a tight end, they like to work inside. They like to get inside so they can use their body. When they go outside, they're not as effective because they're not really speed burners, so they're not really going to get on top of us for the corner or threaten us with the slot fade, things like that. So they like to get inside and use their body. So if I have a tight end, although he's on the hash and we're expecting outside routes, I don't know, man. I just in my experience, those guys like to run body slants, body digs, things like that. Ooh, good catch on that wheel. I wasn't paying attention to it, but we got to look at both of these because this catch is like you want to give ground. He's doing a good job giving ground, but you got to be outside. Like, look, bro, like you got to cheat. I'm not saying cheat, but like play the game like with all of your variables or details, right? Look at all these people standing right here. I'm like, bro, I'm standing outside. I'm playing. First of all, you should be outside if you're on the slot anyway. Second of all, yeah. So you should be outside anyway. And then look, bro, if you're gonna run inside, you're gonna have to tell these people to move. Like on this rep, if you run a slant and you running all these people, that's on them to move. Like I'm using everything, bro. There's money on the table. So one, I'm outside, even if I didn't know anything. All right. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna use these dudes to my advantage. You can't run any route inside for the first 8 yards because of all these people. So even if I didn't know the split rules, I'm outside. And when I do know split rules, you should be even more outside because slot receivers run most of the routes outside. So play the game. Use all the details, man. Use all the details. I'm telling you, man, there's no like when these camps, it's all about making plays and not making plays, man. Like I'm telling you, bro, you're just gonna have to move. You're just gonna have to move. Like it is what it is, man. I mean, that's real football anyway. That's D line as linebackers anyway. So hey, if they want to cry about that, then I'm like, bro, it's real football anyway. That might be a PI. Let's see. That might be a PI down here. It depends. I don't know. We go for the flash technique, so like the fake jam. When you go for the flash, keep closed, all right? Don't open up. I know it's tough. That's why I don't really like to use it, but it does make the receiver hesitate. Like the receiver isn't vertical yet, so you don't have to touch him. Like, and the whole idea is just to get him to pause. But when he pauses, we got to make sure our feet are right and balanced so that we can move lateral. Because I think we could step easily to our left on this one, especially right here. He's telling us where he's going, and we're just too opened up. We already opened the gate right here, so we kind of blew our flash technique already because we opened up too soon. And then routes on air, they're gonna win most of the time. And again, I think we get there a little bit early. I'm not sure the DB's happy with that. He might be. I don't know, but it's not full on the scout. Back to the slot because I love slots. Run. Middle field safety, right? Unless this is cover zero, and I like this dude. He's been at least the only one I've seen that's been consistently outside and using the technique. When you're in the slot, bro, you're either going to have a middle field safety, so any type of post. So one, let's see, we're outside, scooch, boom, slam our feet, move laterally, catch them. All right, I would say I want our feet to be a little bit more lateral, but that's just me nitpicking. All right, we do a good job of collisioning him, not allowing him to run routes on air. If we're in cover zero, a blitz is coming. So a post is probably going to be a low percentage throw. And if we're in any other coverage, all right, and you're man on the slot, you're going to have some type of safety help. So this post runs right to our safety. Even if he doesn't catch this, even if he catches this, it's a good play because we have some type of safety help there. Good job. Let's do one more and then I'm out of here. I know you guys are tired of me talking, but I'm going to do these practices all the time because I love these days, man. Like, I didn't have the best senior year. I was ended my season in a boot, so I didn't get invited to any of these senior games. But I wish, man, I freaking wish, man, because a lot of dudes play themselves out of a contract at these things. Your whole career, you got good tape. Play your way out of these. I don't know. I felt like these were right up my alley because um, I don't know. I was just fairly. I would say I was fairly good at one-on-ones. I would say. Let's see what he does here. A lot of people were going for, and he's going for the stab technique, but when you go for the stab technique, you got to be more in than this because he jams them, but like he doesn't have any effect because his feet weren't right. So his pivot foot, his hinge foot, whatever, needs to stay in the ground so you can generate power. He kind of jumps, so as both feet are off the ground, you lost power. So that didn't really even do anything. You touched them, but that's all you did. There was no power in that. And then after that, you got to get back to balance because what? Gates open. Now the gates open. Now he's running routes on air, selling you high with speed or whatever. Boom, swipe you off balance, catch. All right, so that's it. I'm only doing half. That's my review for the FCS Bowl national team practice. Happy for all these guys. I hope they go out there and earn a contract, but I hope you can see when you go into the camp setting, footwork, details, details, details. All right, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to come out with these more. This is Coach D signing out.